Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the IonQ earnings. I just told my investors, whatever you do, don't chase it. And there is example right there. Many of you were saying, should I buy it? Should I buy it? It's a great stock. It's a great company. And there's great opportunity to buy this stock, but you have to trade it properly. People get excited before the earnings and always dump it. It happens every single time. It's a long-term investment. See it as a long-term investment. Buy it when it's down and just hold it. Okay, unless you want to trim off the top. But IonQ has just rallied all the way up. I don't see the numbers yet. I don't see the numbers, whether we've beaten yet. I am still looking and refreshing the screen. I don't see it yet. I'll bring it to you. It's the expectations is very, very low tonight. So it's got everything to gain just by beating tonight, because it's been going down consistently. It's a great technology. We love the technology. However, the fact of the matter is, it's run, a lot of people are critical of the management. It's run by the scientists that invented the stuff. Great innovation. We know it's going to be the future. This is the company where it's at. Amazon are buying it, but they're all the scientists, the guys that make the stuff. Are they good at running the business? We don't know. Well, we're going to find out tonight, learn more from them. Do expect a lot of numbers and data. It sounds... it really does sound incredible when you listen in to their earnings. But anyway, we are ready. There's no visuals tonight. We're just showing, it's just an audio presentation. I have got for you, this is where they're sending it from. There's just an audio. There's nothing to see. I've got the numbers here. You can see how it's been going down. I will refresh that again to see if it's moved, to see if we've got the number yet. I know there's other ways of checking, but I'm not doing it just yet. You see what I mean? We're trending down all the time. This stock is one of those stocks that does this. You just got to be very, very careful. Let me just put my phone on do not disturb. I'm getting phone calls left, right, and center here. So there you go. You can see it trending down. We are looking at the candles. There was a massive buy-in, and then it got dumped straight back down again. So you could be very, very careful with this stock. Some of my investors were just saying to me in the closing bell, should I buy it? Should I buy it? And I said, no. You imagine if they bought it now and it had gone straight back down again. It's heartbreaking. You've got to know when to buy this stock, and this is not the time. If it drops to $8 tonight, then great, buy some, but don't just chase it. It's still too early. This is a long-term investment. Okay, now then, let me see who's here. We've just gone red today again, just slightly, only very slightly though. But anyway, let's bring you back down to here. If you've just tuned into the show for the first time, do consider subscribing. We've got 15 minutes before the bell goes, and tap the like button. If you tap the like button, it will share it out to more people. Let me just check around the studio at my streams. Yes, we're all streaming well. Let me have a quick look at the fear factor. The fear factor gauge has still in fear, slowly moving towards neutral at the moment, but still in fear. So we've got a bit of a ways to go there before it's going down and down. Be careful. Try to help as many people as possible with this stuff. Right, the extra channel is, everyone's over there. Welcome to all of you. Tap the like button over on the extra channel as well. And we're just starting now. Hoping that we get a decent crowd tonight. Over 100 live, I'm hoping. It's only the second time we've done this, but I'm hoping that we'll get a decent crowd for this one tonight. Anyway, tap the like button on the way in, and it will share out the stream to more and more people. Great. Let's see how we go. We've got a lot of people actually at the moment watching all my other videos that just come out. So I think we might be quiet for the first 10 minutes, but as we get into the call, I think it will pick up. They're all busy watching my other videos. All right, now then, let me edit this to make sure if we have a break in service, it will send you straight to the extra channel so we can pick things up and you can hear what's going on. All right, So we've always got the backup in place. There we go. The backup is there. This is behind the scenes where we are live 12 hours a day for our members, providing live information, support, no bots, no trolls, no scammers, no Redditors, no stock Twitters. All just investors with money, intelligence, and decency are in our channel here, supporting each other. All right, okay. Shannon Miller, good afternoon to you. Let me bring in all the comments here. Shannon Miller bought more before the bell, saw the spike, placed a top order for 9, took 3% profit, done for the day. Perfect, Vaz. Spot on, absolutely spot on. Well done to you. That's free money on the table. At least it is if you did it in your Roth IRA, in your IRA. If you did it in your brokerage account, of course, you're going to pay tax on that. And I hope you did it in the best, most efficient way. All right, we've got a poll running tonight as well. Here's our poll. Look at this, folks. We've got a poll running, and you can vote on this. Here is copy link. I'm going to give it you right now. Here it is. There is the poll on X. Is it a buy, hold, or sell? As it goes back down again, it's a buy, hold, or sell. We've got 12 minutes to go. Please vote in our poll. Leave me your thoughts. Share it out. Click repost and like. Want more people to know about this great stock. All right. Okay, good stuff. Let me just check on Facebook, Instagram. We're all good there as well. Just making sure we've got everything as it should be. Making sure we're all out and about where we need to be. Yes. And Threads as well. Yes. We're live on Twitch tonight. We should be. Yes, we are. Very, very good. And yes, we are back on Rumble again. We had a little issue earlier, and I have no idea why, but we are good once again. All right. Very, very good indeed. Now we've got just 11 minutes to go. I'm going to check if we've been sent the numbers yet. I'm sure they're out. It's just not reporting. We've also got Robinhood as well. And I said to you that I would keep an eye on Hood for you as well as we go throughout the evening. Google's just gone down 5%. Ouch. Robinhood spiked up, same thing, and came back down. Did we get a beat on Robinhood? Let's have a look. It's a bit early to tell. Yes, estimate available today after hours. We've not got it yet. Expecting something good from Robinhood, but we're back on IonQ. It's kind of doing the same thing at the moment. If you are on Rumble, I can see you on Rumble. Let me know in the chat. Say hello. Love to see who's with me tonight. Awesome stuff. Let me bring myself up to date. There you go. Good. Thank you, Martin. You're very welcome. Mike Flynn. Good evening, Mike Flynn. How are you? Hello, everyone. Hey, Jason Davis. Good afternoon. Shannon Miller. Lovely. All right. Just a few minutes to go, so we can do a little bit of housework. Before then, we can get rid of another video there. And will you cover the laser earnings? We don't need that. Laser earnings. Let me check how long that is. 1 minute 12. No, we don't need that now. It's a promo video. Rocket Lab earnings. Rocket Lab. That'll be too big. At least I think it will. Let me have a look. Upload. Let's see if I can upload Rocket Lab earnings to Rumble. See if I can give you that. It's probably too big. No, it's too big. Doesn't like it, so I'll get rid of that one. Rumble can't take the big files. Nikola earnings. No, we don't want that. IBRX, here we go. IBRX, we'll put that up. IBRX news. Okay, we're just keeping everything moving. So we're going to put IBRX up on Rumble. While we're waiting, we've got a few minutes to go, so we can do a bit of housework while we're waiting. IBRX. Oh, there it is. All right, let's put that up on Rumble. IBRX News. What a great day. Hope you all made some money today and improved your positions. That's what it's all about. IBR, always improving your positions. IBRX News. There we go. What I'm doing is I'm just uploading to Rumble while we're waiting for the earnings. I've got a bit of time, so I'm always making the most of every minute. Keep everything updated for everybody. All right. Up she goes. Fantastic. Welcome everybody. Evening everyone. Mark Saxby. Thanks to you, Martin. I thought you were saying, thanks to me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you bought it when you did and sold it. I thought we should just thank you for acknowledging that you made money. Thanks to me. Well, not really. You did it. You know, and what you got to do now is not feel bad if it carries on going up. It doesn't matter. You made a profit. It matters what you have, not what you don't have. Do you care next door the guy's got $1 million and a Ferrari? No. You care about the money in your bank. At least you should do. If you're caring about everybody else's money, you're basically a bank robber. You're running around going, no, they've got money, I want to take it. I mean, that's pointless. You've got to take care of what you have. So you've made money. Fantastic. You're in and out in 5 minutes. It's free money, right? Someone now is left holding the bag at the top. You are not there. You bought it. You sold it. You made money. Doesn't matter if it goes up again now. Wait for another dip. I would say tomorrow. Anyway, evening everyone. Thanks everyone. This is the best live YouTube TV channel in the world, says Mike. Thank you ever so much, Mike. Just letting you know though, world is with a capital L, uppercase L, M, W. Sorry, best world is uppercase W, or as we say in England, capital W. All right, just saying. Okay. Right then, what are we doing? Are we ready yet? We got IonQ earnings yet? Let's have a listen in. There's the music. There's the music. No, I won't feel bad. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And if you make another 3% tomorrow, 6%, 3% again, 3% again. I mean, it's great. Pop it, take the money and run away. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You keep doing that over and over again, and you'll end up like me with $80,000 from 5,000. That's all I kept doing. Right, Robinhood is doing well. It's holding up. Now, Robinhood's a bit different. Robinhood's is like a $30, $40 stock. We've got some ways to go with this, and we will with IonQ, but just not yet. Let me check Robinhood. Have we beaten on earnings yet? We're keeping our eye on both stocks, but IonQ is what we're covering for the earnings. We can't possibly do two at the same time. Oh! Ooh! That's why breaking news, Robinhood has a huge beat. We became cash positive for the first time. Absolutely great. We have become cash positive, 18 cents a share. Massive news tonight for Robinhood. No surprise. Robinhood have set new records now. Now the stock is going to take off. We're now cash positive, and we've beaten by a long way. We were expected to beat by 5 cents. We're up to 18 cents a share. No surprise. No surprise at all. Very, very good indeed. Exactly what we said where Robinhood was going. I hope you're all holding your positions. Anyway, we are covering IonQ. That's much more volatile right now, and it will be for a while. Great news. Congratulations, everyone, if you've kept your stocks with Robinhood. It's a $30, $40 stock in the next 12 months. We're at 19 now, and that is a great beat. Fantastic. Very, very nice indeed from Robinhood. No surprise. I'm not surprised in any way whatsoever. It's exactly where it should be, and there's no issues about that. Right. Okay, good. Back to IonQ. We've got 3 minutes to go. Do expect them to be a couple of minutes late. They always are. Everybody is, not just them. Revenue, 615 million, says Vishal Malhotra. How are you? Buying those 10,000 shares of ASTI when they subscribed to your channel last week paid off today. Brilliant. No surprise there, really. Such a small cap, was able to move it. Anyway, good. Good for you. It doesn't benefit me in any way whatsoever. I'm just here so you make money, right? I do well when you do well. If you watch the show and you super chat and all that stuff, that's when I do well. You do well when you buy the stocks, and congratulations. My job is to just give you the information, unbiased, promote the stocks so everybody knows about your favorite stocks. And that's kind of it. That's all I do. And I have a laugh doing it. I have the best job in the world. Right. 2 minutes to go. Where are we? We've got everybody on. We got the extra channel now emptying out. This is what happens. Nothing wrong with that. What's Stacey Bailey say? Stacey, sorry I've not been engaging, not feeling very well since about 11. Trying to work in sweet whatever is out. Sweat it out. Cut down 2 trees, but I'm about to lay down before gymnastics. Just want to share my life. Stacey Bailey, it's not feeling well. Can everybody put in the chat, get well, Stacey? We've got 1 minute. Get well, Stacey. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. I'll do that again because you're not paying attention. Copy and paste. 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 Get well, Stacey. Right, it's IonQ time. Let's get ready to rumble. Right, you ready? All right, get well, Stacey. Here it comes on the extra channel. It's on the extra channel. It's on the main channel. Everyone's doing it everywhere. Great, good stuff. Stacey Bailey, oh my God, you guys are hilarious. I already sold my Robinhood. Do you feel better? I already sold my Robinhood a month ago at 17.50. Might buy back in, but only for a long-term hold to 40. That's right, Seth Houston. That is right. Copy and paste. Right, okay. You ready? Here we go. IonQ earnings. Listen in. It might be a few moments late. They always are. Not my fault. Nothing to do with me. But it's not just them. It's everybody. Everybody's always bloody late. We'll just sit here and wait. We're just the investors. Don't worry about us. We just give them money to pay your wages. But don't worry. Turn up whenever you want. Doesn't matter. All right. Did your son put something in your coffee for beating him with fright? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Stacey Bailey, when her son and daughter misbehave, she throws chainsaws at them and iron saucepans. You know, normal behavior. Just a day in the life of being a mother. You know, what have you done? I haven't done my homework. Right. That deserves your legs chopped off. Here comes the chainsaw. Yeah, we heard about it. I think it's a bit over the top. Quite frankly, I think it's over the top. I think it's too much. I told Leah about it. She says, what, was the chainsaw running at the time? I said, yeah, with a full tank of gas. She said, that's a bit over the top. Throwing a chainsaw while it's not going is bad enough. With it going, that's chainsaw massacre right there. No, it's worse. Because the chainsaw massacre, right? He did it. He didn't throw it at you. He just grabbed hold of you. This is different. This is throwing a chainsaw, and this is children. This is children. We're waiting for it to start. We're hearing music.
Thank you for standing by. Welcome to the IonQ First Quarter 2024 Earnings Call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. A question-and-answer session will follow the formal presentation. Should you require operator assistance during the conference, please press star 0 to signal an operator. Please note this conference is being recorded. I will now turn the conference over to your host, Jordan Shapiro, Vice President, Financial Planning and Analysis, Head of Investor Relations. Thank you. You may begin.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to IonQ's First Quarter 2024 Earnings Call. My name is Jordan Shapiro, and I'm the Vice President of Financial Planning and Analysis and Head of Investor Relations here at IonQ. I'm pleased to be joined on today's call by Peter Chapman, IonQ's President and Chief Executive Officer, Thomas Kramer, our Chief Financial Officer, and Dr. Dean Kassman, our Vice President of Engineering. By now, everyone should have access to the company's first quarter 2024 earnings press release issued this afternoon, which is available on the Investor Relations section of our website at investors.ionq.com. Please note that on today's call, management will refer to adjusted EBITDA, which is a non-GAAP financial measure. While the company believes this non-GAAP financial measure provides useful advice for investors, the presentation of this information is not intended to be considered in isolation or as a substitute for the financial information presented in accordance with GAAP. You are directed to our press release for a reconciliation of adjusted EBITDA to its closest comparable GAAP measure. During the call, we will discuss our business outlook and make forward-looking statements. These comments are based on our beliefs as of today. Actual events or results could differ materially from the outlook and other forward-looking statements due to a number of risks and uncertainties, including those mentioned in our 10-Q filing with the SEC this week. We undertake no obligation to revise any statements to reflect changes that occur after this call, except as required by law. Now, I will turn it over to Peter Chapman.
We need everyone to tap the like button, please, to share this out.
Peter?
Please, everyone, tap the like button.
And thanks again to everyone for joining us today. I am very pleased with our results for this quarter. There is a lot to discuss during our call, but the 4 key takeaways are as follows. IonQ started 2024 by exceeding the high end of our revenue guidance range. Specifically, we delivered $7.6 million in revenue relative to our range of $6.5 to $7.5 million that we discussed in our most recent call. With the U.S. federal budget passed and continued interest from customers in quantum computing and quantum networking, we are raising our bookings guidance for the year. We booked $250,000 in the first quarter, and our current pipeline is stronger than ever. Between our work with customers and our internal research, IonQ is making serious headway towards identifying the first potential production applications of quantum computing. IonQ operations continue to gain momentum. Our Seattle manufacturing facility is now fully operational, and we are already building the first production IonQ Forte enterprise system that has been sold to a customer. Meanwhile, between new board members, executives, and team members, IonQ continues to hire the leading minds in the quantum computing space. Let's walk through each area in more detail. First, on revenue, IonQ has continued to outperform financially, exceeding the high end of revenue guidance range by bringing in $7.6 million last quarter. This marks the 10th quarter that we have outperformed our quarterly revenue midpoint since going public in 2021. We attribute this beat to outstanding execution by our technical delivery team, which has allowed us to accelerate the progress on deliverables towards our contracts. Given that these great results reflect the acceleration of existing contracts, we are maintaining our full-year revenue guidance. We remain highly confident in our revenue performance and will continue to update the market on our full-year outlook during our quarterly earnings call. In our last call, we mentioned that our bookings guidance was impacted due to the uncertainty around the approval of the U.S. 2024 federal budget. With that risk now passed, we believe that we have identified in excess of $50 million of federal opportunities in 2024 not related to system sales. And on the system sales side, we are currently planning to build 5 Forte enterprise systems in this production run. One of the 5 has already been sold to Quantum Basel, We are in various stages of engagement for the remaining 4. After this Forte enterprise production run, we plan to swiftly turn our attention to manufacturing tempos, the first of which has also been sold to Quantum Basel. Our sales pipeline is expanding significantly across multiple countries, government agencies, and industries, and is at an all-time high, giving us even more confidence in IonQ's near and medium-term financial prospects and growth trajectory. All of this leads us to raise our bookings guidance for the year to a range of $75 million to $95 million. We are excited at this prospect of achieving that unprecedented level of sales. Next, for our third topic, I wanted to shed some light on why there are divergent points of view in the question of when quantum computing will take off. There is one camp within the quantum industry who believes that fault-tolerant quantum computing and millions of qubits are required, and by extension, still years away. Our opinion, and that of others, is that within the NISQ era, applications can be found that can provide commercial advantage in large markets. We have had our application team looking at applications that will run on our near-term, next-generation systems that meet that requirement. We now have several application areas that look extremely promising. These applications, if we are able to achieve them, have the potential to be game changers in their respective markets. This has been the allure of quantum from its inception. One in particular that I am personally excited by is the pharmaceutical space, an industry with the ability to change lives for the better for everyone. Earlier today, I published my yearly letter to shareholders, which I hope you'll take a few minutes to review on the IonQ blog. The letter also discusses commercial advantage, the term we use to describe our goal of building and enabling production-ready applications for quantum computing. Commercial advantage is defined through the eyes of our customers and their preference to choose a quantum-based solution over any other alternative. This is about the practical results that all of our research and development unlocks, and being laser-focused on building systems that are purchased by customers to deliver real-world commercial value. We were excited to have Dr. Martyn Lucas, our new head of applications, join IonQ in March. Martyn spent the last 10 years as a leader of Microsoft quantum application efforts. With Martyn's leadership and our deep bench of applications talent, we believe the future looks bright for IonQ, delivering commercial advantage to our customers. Lastly, I want to spend a few minutes sharing some of our corporate announcements that continue to inspire confidence in IonQ for myself and our team. The first is that we're fully delivering on the promise of our Seattle manufacturing facility. The facility is up and running, and we're currently manufacturing our first IonQ Forte enterprise system that will get shipped to a customer. At the same time, we're standing up additional infrastructure to manufacture more IonQ systems at scale, and are leveraging the facility for cutting-edge research and development as well. We now have nearly 100 employees located in the Seattle area. Meanwhile, we have almost completed construction of our new data center in Basel, Switzerland, which you may remember is key to our delivery on our $28 million Quantum Basel contract that we signed last year. We have IonQ team members on the ground in Switzerland and already assembling components for our first system in this new IonQ Europe data center. That facility will be key for servicing our growing EMEA customer base. While our headquarters in College Park, Maryland, and the ecosystem we've helped build in the greater DC area remain our commercial and technological epicenter, we are very happy with the company's progress on national and international expansion. We are also strengthening our ranks at IonQ. You may remember that we announced in the first quarter the addition of 2 new industry expert board members, Robert Cardillo, the former director of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency under President Obama, and Bill Scannell, President of Global Sales and Customer Operations at Dell Technologies, where he oversees 24,000 sales team members. More recently, we announced the addition of our new Chief Legal Officer and Corporate Secretary, Stacy Yamalise. Stacy has served as the Chief Legal Counsel of 6 companies in a variety of technology sectors over the last 2 decades. She has an extensive track record and deep understanding of the legal aspects of the technology sector, making her the ideal candidate to help scale IonQ's operations. And with that, I'd like to turn the call over to Thomas for a more detailed review of the financials. Thomas?
Thank you, Peter. Let's walk through this quarter's financial results in more detail. As a reminder, we prioritize our go-to-market efforts on selling large, meaningful contracts with customers that understand the potential for quantum and are willing to make sizable commitments today to secure the access to our systems. As a side effect, and as we have mentioned in every prior earnings call, given the large size of the contracts we are selling, we expect sales to be lumpy. In other words, it is difficult to predict quarter to quarter, or even some cases year to year, exactly when a particular sale will materialize. The first quarter was such a case, with IonQ having booked $250,000. Our confidence is nevertheless very strong that we will meet our bookings goals for the year. As Peter mentioned, we had a strong revenue quarter, recognizing $7.6 million, which is above the high end of the range we previously provided. This overperformance was primarily due to our ability to make more progress than previously anticipated on some of our contracts that use percentage of completion revenue recognition. Moving down the income statement for Q1 2024, our total operating costs and expenses for the first quarter were $60.5 million, up 87% from $32.3 million in the prior year period, but within our plan for the year. To break this down further, our research and development costs for the first quarter were $32.4 million, up 99% from $16.2 million in the prior year period. Recall that we are investing heavily in R&D and that given anticipated demand, are building more systems than previously projected this year. Our sales and marketing costs in the first quarter were $6.7 million, up 151% from $2.7 million in the prior year period. This increase was due to us growing both our marketing and our sales teams as we continue investing into our commercial efforts. Our general and administrative costs in the first quarter were $14 million, up 33% from $10.6 million in the prior year period. These increases were primarily driven by an increase of $3.7 million in payroll-related expenses. All of this resulted in a net loss of $39.6 million in the first quarter, compared to $27.4 million in the prior year period. These results include a non-cash gain of $8.6 million for the first quarter related to the fair value of our warrant liabilities. They also include growth in stock-based compensation expense related to our headcount growth, which was $22.1 million for the first quarter, compared to $10.3 million in the prior year period. We saw an adjusted EBITDA loss for the first quarter of $27 million, compared to a $15.9 million loss in the prior year period. We project an adjusted EBITDA loss for the year of $110.5 million. Turning now to our balance sheet. Cash, cash equivalents, and investments as of March 31st, 2024, were $434.4 million. We continue to believe this cash position is the strongest of any publicly traded company focused exclusively on full-stack quantum. Now, turning to our financial outlook. We are pleased to announce that we will be raising our 2024 bookings guidance to between $75 and $95 million, reflecting a larger pipeline and increased confidence in the close and timing of certain deals. We are maintaining our revenue guidance for the full year 2024, and we currently expect revenue for the second quarter of between $7.6 and $9.2 million. I want to echo Peter's earlier comment about the cadence of our new contract bookings, with the majority of each falling into the back half of the year, considering the end of the United States government's fiscal year in September. Back to you, Peter.
Thank you, Thomas. In summary, we are very pleased with our progress in the first quarter. Our outperformance on revenue and increased confidence on our 2024 bookings pipeline are both promising for IonQ's financial performance this year. Meanwhile, we are delighted to have clearer line of sight to commercial advantage applications. We have launched the production facilities and hired a deep bench of team members that will allow IonQ to continue our path of leadership as we commercialize quantum. And with that, I'd like to have the operator open the line for questions.
Thank you. At this time, we will be conducting a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. A confirmation tone will indicate your line is in the question queue. If at any time you wish to remove your question from the queue, please press star 2. For participants using speaker equipment, it may be necessary to pick up your headset before
it's a good
pressing
earnings.
the star keys.
I like it. Long-term
Our
wait,
first
though.
question
If you buy now, you have to
Quinn
wait.
Bolton with Needham & Company.
It's very expensive for now.
Hey guys, congratulations on the continued technical and financial milestones. I guess I wanted to follow up on the confidence around increasing your bookings guidance to 75 to 95 from 70 to 90 last quarter. Obviously, it sounds like you guys have better line of sight to when some of these contracts may close. But if there's any further insight you can give us on your level of confidence in some of these bigger deals, that would be great. And then I've got a follow-up question for you.
Yeah, I can take that one. Yes, it's if you look compared this time versus last year, if we looked at top of the funnel, that has increased significantly. And in addition, we're in various stages of contracts, and so that gives us engagements. It gives us confidence in kind of being able to get to these numbers. So having the federal budget, approved was certainly one portion of that gave us more confidence. But as you know, kind of it ain't over till it's over until you actually get a final signature on a contract. So we've gone through and waited as we do normally, take kind of the funnel and weight the opportunities and what we think is likely to happen, and give them a weighting, and that's how we come to the number. So we're feeling more confident about the year than even just 90 days ago.
Perfect. The second question I have is, Peter, in your script, you mentioned after the budget was approved, having identified $50 million of new opportunities not related to hardware sales. Wondering if you could just, again, expand on some of those opportunities. Are they contracts? Are they programs? What types of opportunities do you see? And then, I guess, do any of that $50 million play into your bookings, your higher bookings guidance for 2024? Thank you.
So these are, we've talked in the past about, selling, for instance, one system over the next 18 months, if you remember. So these $50 million is not related to system sales, but they are related in quantum. And so, but it's not, we kind of wanted to separate out the opportunity of system versus non-system sales. So that's really what it is. And so, those contracts usually are backloaded towards the end of the year, because that's just the way the government, works. So we would expect to see them later this year. And I think that's, there's not much else to it.
Yeah, maybe further clarify is that this $50 million on a probability-weighted view is included into the guidance number.
Correct.
Yeah, but just, are these sort of like DARPA or government-funded programs to investigate or advance certain applications within quantum? Is that the sort of, it's non-system, so just trying to get, some sense, are they more sort of programs to develop applications or software or things that are not hardware related. Is that the best way to think about them?
It's we don't want to break out kind of guidance by different segments, but these are other kinds of pieces of hardware which are needed in the quantum ecosystem. So, and of course, there will be a software component to it as well. That all the hardware has some sort of software that goes with it.
Got it. So it may be hardware components, but not full system sales. It may be software. So you're just trying to make the distinction. It's not a complete quantum system like the AFRL or the quantum Basel deals.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Understood. Okay. Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you. Our next question is from Shadi Mitwalli with Craig-Hallum.
Hey, this is Shadi Mitwalli on for Shannon. I have a two-part question here, starting off with quantum networking. What is IonQ seeing in the market for quantum networking versus computing in the near term? And then do you expect anything material from quantum networking in bookings this year?
The answer is that networking seems to be quite strong, going alongside with the system sales. And these things are complementary because, next generation quantum computers are going to be networked together to be able to build larger and larger quantum computers. The other piece is which is kind of new to us, is the quantum communication side. And that is also using kind of our base technology set. We see quite a bit of interest in the networking side, so you'll be hearing more and more about that. And it is included in our, bookings guidance, the networking portion.
Awesome. Thanks for the quick color on that. And then I just got to follow up on something that was mentioned last quarter in regards to reducing the time and cost of building a quantum computer. Are you able to give some more color on how that will be achieved? And, is this something, external, more supply chain, or something done more internally?
It's a little of both. One is making the systems themselves more manufacturable. Wherever we can we sub it out to a contract manufacturer to build a sub-assembly for us? So that is kind of the ongoing process, which is going to happen over the next couple of generations. And in addition, it's just purely process inside. We have a group of people who, are 100% focused on assembling, quantum computers, and so they're not being, their time is not being interrupted by kind of having to think about building next generation systems. So we've kind of separated out on the workforce basis, one group which does nothing but assemble quantum computers, and another group which is working on, engineering and R&D. And, simple things like, getting the process repeatable. And of course, as in the past, we might have built one or two systems in a generation. Now, as you just heard, we're building 5 in Forte Enterprise. And as you would expect, by the time you get to the 5th one, you've gotten better at it, and it's just getting faster. So, we're not quite yet to the Henry Ford, assembly line for quantum computers just yet, but, that's where we're trying to head.
Awesome. That's all for me, and congrats on the solid quarter.
Thank you.
Our next question is from David Williams with Benchmark.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for taking my question. I guess first, Peter, just thinking about the 5 Forte systems that you're building in Seattle, clearly you've got a lot of confidence if you're going to go ahead and build these systems maybe ahead of the contract. So I guess if you were going to handicap or qualify how you're thinking about your contracts and your bookings here, given the investment in those 5 Forte machines, how would you rank that in terms of maybe where you were 90 days ago? I know it's clearly more confident, but it feels maybe more solidified given you're moving forward with building those.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. The things are not, the parts themselves are not cheap. So you wouldn't go out and make the expense unless you thought you could sell them. And at the same time, these are big ticket sales, so predicting exactly which quarter or something it will appear in is always risky. So obviously, over some reasonable period of time, we do think that we have a pretty good shot of selling the remaining 4. Right? We've already sold 1, so it's the remaining 4.
All right. Thanks for the color there. And then maybe just secondly, you talked about some new application areas that you're particularly excited about, and you gave an example of pharmaceuticals. Can you maybe talk through some of the other areas or where you think there's some really great opportunity and maybe where you're most excited? Thanks.
So, some of the things which we've already kind of, signposted, which is obviously quantum machine learning, is something that we continue to believe will be one of the first applications. Pharmaceuticals in particular, we're very excited about. There's been a lot of recent work at IonQ and others in terms of making progress on being able to simulate chemistry. So, we're excited about that work. Optimization is always a sweet spot for quantum, so that would be as well. And then, the last one, which is probably at the moment, maybe the highest speculative one, which would be strong AI or AI in the more like ChatGPT or better sense. So I'm trying to separate out ML from AI.
Okay, great. Thanks again.
As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, it's star 1 to enter the question queue. Our next question is from Kevin Garrigan with West Park Capital.
Yeah, hey guys, let me echo my congrats on all the progress. I'm just wondering if you can give us some color on commercial and enterprise customer adoption for quantum computing. Are any of those types of customers seeing sales expansion in your pipeline as well?
I think, all across the board in quantum, if you look kind of what's going on, regionally within the United States and across the world, there's quite a bit of an investment, available and interest in systems. And if nothing, that seems to be heating up. So it's certainly a good time to be in quantum at the moment.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Okay, perfect. And just as a quick follow-up, kind of going off of Quinn's question on the $50 million regarding the government opportunities, are these kind of new opportunities or projects that the government, are they starting to figure out how to use quantum computers, or are they kind of geared more towards, the current computers that the government has just kind of aren't good enough to perform the applications that they're, that they want, so they're looking to, switch to something better, such as quantum computing?
I think increasingly, it's increasingly lots of people, not just, IonQ has thought this for quite a long time, but, it's just, we're starting to see people start to say, hey, actually this quantum thing actually might be real. And so, even the naysayers are actually coming out now and saying, hey, we actually might have useful quantum computing in the near future. And, and that obviously spreads into the government, as well. And so I'm just talking about it broadly, across the entire industry. So, there's been lots of work recently on fault tolerance as an example that give people confidence, about quantum in general. So, if you were to go back, it's just funny, go back 5 years. I've been at the company 5 years. 5 years ago, people said, oh, you don't even know you could build a quantum computer. And then it was, oh, you'll never be able to build, a quantum computer with fault tolerant. And now we're getting to the point where it's like, oh, that actually looks like that might be reasonable. So we're making progress. It's a slow, it's a bit of a slow process, but we're getting there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the question and answer session, and I would like to turn the call back to Peter Chapman for closing remarks.
I want to thank everyone for joining us today and all the questions. Finally, I want to thank the entire IonQ team for the continued diligent work that allowed us to achieve everything we have so far. and everything we look forward to in the future. Thanks again, everyone.
There we go. Another report there this evening. Good. I like it. I like what I see. But remember, this stock is extremely volatile, overbought, not making great amounts of money now. But if you believe in the future of quantum computers, as I do, it's a great long-term investment. Just be careful right now. It's not. It doesn't really make sense at this valuation. However, they've got a fantastic balance sheet. He's absolutely right. They're well funded. It's going to be a great company in the future. But of course, people will trade it and take huge profits from this. So you were right today to buy it. A few days ago when I was saying buy at $8, you made a great profit. Nothing wrong with taking your profit at all. Get your seed money out, then reinvest, and then leave it for 10 years. That's what you need. It's a bit like Virgin Galactic. It's a stock for the future. It's like many of our stocks that we're now investing in, AI and all the technology, space, rockets. It's all of the future, so it's 10 years away. It'll really return well, but right now it's great. It's all going well. They're getting a lot of success. I like it. So I'm going to end the show now. Tap the subscribe button and like button as well. That'd be really, really great. But that's it. We are done. What we're going to do now is send you to the extra channel. I'm in the process of marketing all the videos that we put out earlier on today. You may have not had chance yet to go and check out all the videos. I put out lots of videos for today. PK Phone and Repairs. Just subscribe to the music channel. How wonderful is that? Fantastic. If you're not familiar with what that is, this is my music channel. How nice. I always get a great buzz and a kick out of that when someone subscribes to my music channel. There is... Oh, hang on a minute. MK Phone and Repairs has just subscribed to the extra channel as well. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? Absolutely brilliant. Should we wait another 5 seconds and they'll be on this channel as well? How cool is that? I don't think I've ever seen 3 channels get subscribed all at one go. We should probably just wait for a couple more seconds. No, we haven't got time. We've really got to get out of here. So IonQ, there you go. My portfolio has turned green. I said it would because IonQ will set the market now for NVIDIA. Its AI is doing well, better than expected, and I do anticipate seeing the market go up again now. It was going sideways for a couple of days, but now it's off and running again. A nice turnaround tonight. A nice beat, back on track for IonQ. Expected to lose 25 cents. They're losing 19 cents. A massive turnaround. This is really, really great. Back on track, a massive beat. And I'm sure it's going to go on from here. So we could get a rally tomorrow on this stock. It might not pull back, but you want to wait anyway. Have patience. If it goes, let it go. Let it go. You want to buy it at 8. You don't want to be buying it at 9 and 10. You don't want to be doing that. We've seen it go to 11 and 12 and then crash back down again very, very quickly. But, who knows? All right. That's it from me. I'll send you to the extra channel and I'll get to work now marketing the rest of these videos. And I'm also going to put this out as its own video as well. Let me clear the boards. See you back in the morning, nice and early for plug power earnings in the morning. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are around the world. We go out to 62 countries in 14 languages. That's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and most importantly, take care of each other. Bye-bye for now.